Hello, dear High Vibe Tribe and Manifesting All Possibilities here. I'm Colette Stryker. I am a licensed psychotherapist. I am a co-founder of MAP, Manifesting All Possibilities. And we meet here on Instagram. And I also have a Facebook group, a private Facebook group, where we record this session so that when you are a member of the private Facebook group, you can listen again. Or if you drop out or you don't have any battery or something happens, you go there. Plus, there are tons of friends. We all help each other. We grow. It's an incredible family. So I encourage you to join us. And if you don't know how, that's very simple. At the end of the call, you click on the link in the bio. This link will allow you to reach a gift page. So you'll receive 2 emails out of that. One is an invitation to the private Facebook group, our High Vibe Tribe, okay? And the other one is tons of gifts. My, bestseller book, all of that. Tons of things, videos, meditations, etc. Hello, hi, Crystal is here. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. We have the Queen here. And if you have never said where you are from, just please introduce yourself. Tell just, hi, I'm from New Zealand or wherever. Because at the end of the call, we're doing this big hug around the planet. There are people from all over the world here, and that's so much fun. Plus, I have this map in my office, and I put a little pin, and I love to know where people are from. Oh, you're from LA. Hello, Flower of Life. I love your name. Thank you for introducing yourself. Yes, so I'm going to write you, and you'll be in LA in our little group because we have a few people from California, and that's why when you join the Facebook group, you're going to find friends that want to be in high vibe, that want to manifest their dreams, and they want to make friends that understand them. And so that's why we have this Facebook group, because we end up making friends from all over the world, and we don't feel isolated anymore. Because, when you look at the average population out there, it's not exactly the high vibe tribe. So we are here to help each other stay on the high vibe. So we have McCleave here. This is John. Yes, hello, John. Once again from sunny Scotland. Yes. Northern Scotland. Wow. All right. McCleave, you are John. Yeah, I was wondering who was John that answered the question on the Facebook group, and that's fantastic. And you're from Scotland. Yeah. Wow. It's certainly cold out there. It was so hot here in Houston. I took my car and I got like a headache. It's like in the hundreds today. It's reaching its peak of the season of summer. Hello, everyone. Yes, we have Gusan, we have Kosan, Jam. Hello, tell me where you're from. Hey, Mariana is here from the beautiful islands. Yes, and then, oh, San Diego. All right, San Diego, you have a friend. It's Sarah. She is from San Diego too. She was one of the first to create a miracle on this course, to actually manifest her dream job that she's in. So she's not always on the call, but you can meet everyone on the Facebook group. So just make sure you join, okay? San Diego, fantastic. Yes, and everyone else, you're all welcome. Flower of Life, I love this name. Of course, it's a gorgeous name of life. You're from LA, great. Hello, yes, great. Okay, I have received a few questions on the Facebook group. Oh, there is Leah here. Hello, from the Facebook group. I don't always see you because you're just behind my camera. I have an iPhone and then I have my iPad just behind it. So here we go. So it kind of hides the comments I just have to slide up. Hello, Patty. Hello. Hi. Great. So we had some questions today on the Facebook group and I was ready to answer that. Tina, hello, Tina from Finland. Thanks for posting. It was a beautiful post on Facebook. Yes, now we know each other better, you see? That's the benefit of Facebook. So in Instagram, we touch the world easily, and then in Facebook, we get to become a family, which is just awesome. Yes. So I went to see my designer today, and I gave her my very first book, the printed copy, and I signed it for her. So it's the first book I ever signed and gave to someone. It's my designer, Desiree. She has spent about 1.5 years with me every week. She had to design so many things for my website and my book and many things. And she's such a good designer. So she's a great friend. She lives around the corner, which is so lucky. And so I went to see her and gave her the book. She was ecstatic. Hey, Junie. Yes, come on and tell me where you're from, all of you. If you have never done that, you are family. You are cool. We want all of you. I want to be able to know where you're from and imagine you and talk to you and then see you on Facebook and then I recognize who you are. It's so cool. We are creating a movement here of high vibration on this planet where we learn how to resonate with our dreams. And again, for those who are new, I love the hearts. Those who are new, just think about clicking the link in the bio, join the private Facebook group, and also read my book, Abundance on Demand. So I got a question and I could answer it, but I am not sure that actually Angie is on the call already or not. Because I told her I would answer a question on the call. So if she's not here, hey, Jen, married Delray. Stars from Alabama. Hello, Stars. Stars from Alabama. Wow. I go through Alabama when I drive from Houston to Florida. And that's the only time I've been to Alabama. Stars awake. Yes. All of that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to raise our vibration today. I answer questions. I have 30 years of experience in the law of attraction and, of course, in psychology and in the cutting edge tools that I'm the co-founder of, which is MAP, Manifesting All Possibilities. By the way, when you sign up for the free gift page, which is the link in the bio, you're going to have access to that gift page, and inside of that gift page, on the right side, you can even have access to a video and a mini audio course session, a little mini map session. It's not really done to do a huge amount of work, but it's your first experience. It allows you to taste it and understand it better. And pretty soon we'll make actually at your disposal, within 2 or 3 weeks, there will be a mini course called Map on the Go, and you'll be able to, to learn more how to use it yourself. And then there will be other things so that we can serve you and help you out and teach you what you need so that you can be and do and have everything you want. Yay, Flower, wow, wow. We are from all over the world, and that's so cool. So, yeah, awesome. Thanks. Let me see. Oh, Angie, hello. Hello, Angie. Okay, now Angie is in Facebook, and I'm going to answer your question, Angie. So, Angie has a question, and it might interest many people here, or at least at one point in life, or for someone else. All right, I got the love here. Thank you. Stephen, he's here too. So that's going to be a pretty intensive conversation, because the question is, when you lose your job and you lose a lot of money, you're in fear, then you keep acting out of fear, and therefore you lose even more. You do investments that, of course, lose everything, and it's extremely traumatic. I went through it with my investments. That's why I ended up manifested an abundance and all of that. You see, contrast is always a gift. So Angie, the first good news is your contrast right now is asking for a tremendous amount of security, of freedom, of money. Vibrationally, your higher self is already resonating with that. And that's why you have this gut pain and this tremendous discomfort in your gut, because your thoughts are not going in the right direction, okay? So your higher self already resonates with what you want, already is bringing it in. The thing is, it's transparent to you because you don't have the frequency, the belief. Your thoughts are not aligned with what you want, what you desire. So what do you do in that case? I want to give you the metaphor of driving on a highway so that you understand how it works. Imagine you have this big highway and it goes from what you want to what you don't want. Like, these are like the two extremes, okay? There is the city, the dream world, and your nightmare, okay? What you don't want, what you resist. What's going on right now for Angie and some of you too, and you will know why. It's when you feel bad about your situation, that means you're driving towards what you don't want. So now you're in the car, and after 17 seconds, actually you're accelerating. After 68 seconds of thinking and negative thoughts, you are on your way to it. And now it's been hours, it has been weeks, it has been months. You are at a speed of light going into that direction. So there is a momentum, all right? So that's not something you can just turn around in a second. It's going to take you perhaps several weeks, okay? Whatever it takes. Now you have two choices. Either you take the easy path, which is you end up keep going, because that's the easiest thing. Your mind, your brain, every cell in your body now, because it's magnetic and you're pulled toward that at a speed. It's the easiest thing to do, is to keep going and going in that direction. Now what happens is, yes, then in that direction you are going to experience your worst nightmare, you know, what you don't want. So you lose the money, you don't have enough, pump, blah, blah, blah. The good news is, though, it's like once you reach that destination and you experience it fully, it's not the end of the road. Now you have another road that gets you to the extreme, awesome destination. So it's not the end of the road, it's not the end of your life, it's not the end of anything. Yes, you might experience pain and losing things one after the other, but in that case, you know what? It's to make space for new things, and once you reach a place where you have nothing to lose anymore, your brain will be able to quiet down, you stop your car, and now you're fresh. Now you can say, okay, let's begin again. And now, within, you know, a month or two or what, you can just catch up. You can completely create what you want, because you don't have this heavy backpack of fear with you anymore. You've confronted your fear, you've gone through your fear, and you've lived them. So that's one way. And, you know, it's a choice. And it's a difficult choice, because it's not like it's easy choice. The easiest thing to do, the normal thing to do in your situation, is to keep thinking the same thoughts. It's like they come to you at the speed of light, they are strong, they are powerful, etc. Now you're on that call for a reason. That means that you would like to choose another option. But first of all, you have to accept the first option. That means if you were to take a little bit of time and just think it through and say, okay, what's the worst case scenario here? Because you can accept it and speed it up and imagine it, and that will lose its vibration. Then once you have done it in your mind, you don't have to do it physically. That's one way also to dissolve a pattern, or to get out of that strong momentum, is to go with it in your mind. but then to allow yourself to really go with it and to feel it and to imagine it, and therefore it can be done in an hour or two. It's the scariest thing on the planet to do. It's like you feel like you're going to die. It's just like, wow, I don't want that, you know. But then you let go and you say, okay, what's the worst? The worst is, okay, I have to give up my apartment. Where do I go? Well, the worst is I go back to my parents' house. Or what's the worst? And usually the worst is not that you're going to end up on the street. You do have a friend. You usually have a family member. You have somewhere. And if you really look at it, you're going to see, you know what? You know, if that came to, I would have to go give up my apartment, give up my car, go there, choose the bus, do this. And I could just work, you know, and work stuff that perhaps don't bring much money, but will give me enough to eat or whatever. I mean, acceptance is a vibration of relief. I'm telling you, there is a huge potential in acceptance. There is a miracle that happen in acceptance. I have personally done that, you know, a few times in my life. And each time there was a miracle that happened just after that. Because once you accept, you stop the resistance. So now your brain is not going 100 miles an hour. Now all you have asked for is already there. So now it presents itself. Because you're not building the wall with your mind. I don't want this, I don't want that. Every time you think that, it gets bigger and bigger. You have a wall between you and what you want. It's actually you and what you want, the wall you're building. So when you let go of the resistance, you experience the wall, and then boom, suddenly things move at the speed of light. So that's one way. So there are other ways. There's always other ways. Oh, you're welcome, Nicolai. Yeah, I'm trying to answer the question of Angie about, you know, being afraid to lose it all. So there's this path, okay, Angie? Lots of love. What do you say? I'm at my parents' house. Oh, okay, great. You're already there. So, you know, I don't think they're going to put you in the street. You might be helpful around the house. Do stuff. Find yourself helpful. Help the neighbors, whatever. Do something positive and help others while you have some time. You know, give your time. Change your mind, be grateful for having this house and help around. So that's left my apartment already. Okay, and it's 1:11. Okay, great, thanks for telling me that. So you have already confronted a lot of the worst case scenario. So you don't have too much to lose anymore. And that's the great news. I mean, like right now, if you're at that place where you feel like you don't have much to lose, still have 2 months you would be afraid to lose. So just imagine losing them and not having any money at all. What would you do? And begin to direct your attention saying, okay, what could I do? If I absolutely had to earn some money next week, $1,000, $5,000, what could I do? And you use your focused mind and you begin to brainstorm. What could you do? And focus on that. You see, it's all about focusing. What could you do? Begin brainstorming. Anything you have ever thought, any skill you have ever had. You know, go on hiremymom.com and they hire people that used to be women that used to be in big jobs and now can help other businesses part-time or offer services online. There are so many things you could do. There are things you don't need to wait for the big job to really begin already doing whatever it takes. You see, do something, take some action. So the first step is to ask yourself, what could I do? What could I do? Do not, and every time you hear, but I can't, say thank you. I don't remember, actually, there is a way of saying it. It's like, next, say next idea, next. So you make your list. What could I do? And every time you're thinking something, but I can't. Next, another idea. Da da da. But I can't. Next, another idea. You're just bringing up all the ideas. What you're doing is many things. It's not just finding the real idea of what you could do, but you are training your brain to focus on what you can do and not what you cannot do. Okay? So that's also changing and reversing your vibration. So that's good. I am happy that you already lost your apartment. I'm happy that you already lost a lot, so that now you don't have to lose so much anymore, and which is great. You're in a better position actually to begin fresh and to refocus. So now your entire game, the entire game for you is to focus on what you want. You have been focusing on what you don't want for weeks, months, and months. There is a huge momentum on what you don't want. You are going to have to force yourself to use your will. It's not the easy thing to do, to focus on what you want, okay? So, for that, you can meditate a lot. Meditation will just stop the car on the highway, okay? Meditation will tremendously slow the momentum down. So if you have nothing else to do, meditate morning, night, dinner, lunch, 3 times a day, 20 minutes 3 times a day. You see, at least. That slows down the negative momentum, okay? So that gives you space for you to begin thinking differently. Then, of course, you want to clear the trauma. You said that. So you have this like one little exercise that I gave you that was for fear of public speaking. You can use that. You can use the command superconscious, do you see this event? Take one specific event out of all the events. You take one at a time and clear one event at a time. Okay. And mainly forgive yourself. So you say to yourself, I did the best I could with what I knew. With the momentum, the focus, whatever. I just did the best I could and it's okay. It will turn out in my favor at the end. It will turn out to your favor because it's incredible what you learned. You just broke through a tremendous amount of a level of income that is possible to you now, the level of desire that's so strong that when you turn around, nothing will stop you anymore. You might even create your own company. You might do things that you never thought possible. You might say, you know, I'm tired of being dependent of a company. I'm going to yes, perhaps I'll, you know, find a job for a little while. But you know what? I'm going to create my own company. I'm going to be my own boss. Nobody can fire me for the rest of my life. You know, things like that. Something inside of you. There will be a fire. Instead of a depression or take back your power. Take back your power and say, F you, I am doing that. I'm going to focus on what I want. I'm going to do what I can. I'm going to actually do what I love. Perhaps this is the first time you're going to authorize yourself to, perhaps the universe and my higher self is telling me I have something much bigger to do, much more awesome to do for this planet. And take time to think about it, because it puts you in a position where you could. Now you don't have to give up this job. Perhaps you wanted that. If you are honest with yourself, perhaps you wanted to go there at one point. To just confront yourself and have the courage to do what you dreamed of doing all your life. Consider those thoughts. What do I truly, truly want? And now that I have nobody to refer to, I can begin. And yes, you might have to take a little job, a part-time job to just survive. But you might just do whatever you love. And you will love it so much that it's going to change your world and your life. So you meditate, you clear your trauma, you forgive yourself, and then you have to master your self-talk. So your self-talk is everything you told yourself. So let me see what Angie says. Yes, tired of being dependent on corporate. Exactly, that's what I'm feeling. You see what? What are your skills? What are your skills? You have certainly awesome skills. So not only you could just immediately get jobs on YouTube, on the internet, little jobs. Yes, it might not be the salary you had. You have to give up your ego. You have to give up your expectations. You have to just do whatever it takes at the beginning, you see. So let's say, Angie says, next step afterwards is to clean up my huge debt that accumulated and rebuild my retirement. Yes, no worries about that. Don't even think about that. You see, your brain is so focused on what you, of the debt and on the retirement, on the loss of everything. Now let me clarify that once and for all for everyone. Where you are is because you've been focusing on one thought and one thought only. I don't have a job. I don't have money, I don't have enough, I don't have. That's what has completely hijacked your brain, okay? Hijacked, literally. It's like 24/7, anytime you think of something, it's something you don't have. I'm almost reading your mind right now. It's like, I don't have this, I don't have that, all right? Now, your inner work is going to change that vibration around. And yes, I was telling you at the beginning, either you change it and it's hard to do and you need your support and we'll be here for you, or you just keep thinking that thought and any thought similar to that thought, and you're going direct to where you didn't want to go. So you have to make a stop. For that, you meditate 3 times a day, and then 3 times a day you spend 20 minutes writing about everything you have. You're going to have to convince your brain that you have tons of things, and you do. You are abundant already. You just don't know it. You have the filter, I don't have it. You attract only things that you don't have, that proves to you that you don't have it. And that reinforces the belief, that reinforces the filter, that reinforces the not having it. You have to stop this catch-22. And for that, you will have to think about what you have. Obsessively, you have nothing else to do, almost. All right? So you meditate, you forgive yourself, etc., like we said. So you have to review what I said, because it's a lot of things. And then you spend 20 minutes, at least 3 times a day. And you even write it down, perhaps on big posters. In the middle, you say, I am abundant. I am abundant. And you're going to prove to yourself that you're abundant. And that has to become your new obsession. You see? Yeah. And being happy is hard at that moment, because she's at the bottom of the ladder with fear. So happiness is at the top, so it's a good idea, Stephen. The thing is, right now she needs to meditate to feel a little better. She needs to let go and accept. She needs to forgive herself. All that will allow her to go up and up and up the ladder, when it's time where now she can focus on having it. And that will feel happy, that will feel appreciation. That's actually the vibration of appreciation. So you're going to be obsessed by that. I want you to even write on our Facebook. You don't write anymore about anything that happens to you, even the truth that happens to you. We don't want, even you're taking notes. Very good advice, taking notes. Okay, great. Okay, Patty's taking notes too, great. Fantastic. So, then what you do, I tell you, is this, I call it the BBC. It's a circle and like a sun, okay? It's the belief building circle. And that's what you're going to do in the obsession of I am abundant, I am rich, I am abundant. And you're going to look for anything that you can find that proves you that you're in an abundant universe, that you're in an abundant life, that you're an abundant being, anything. Now, it has to resonate true to you. You cannot trick your brain at that point, okay? You have to look for truth. So you might have to look very far, very general at first, like there is an abundance of air. There is an abundance, there are trillions of molecules of air, of oxygen around me. Look at the picture of there are billions of grains of sand on this beach. The dirt that is my garden, there are millions of spades of grass around me. There are millions of thoughts actually possible to think. Imagine all the thoughts that have ever been thought. There are trillions and trillions and trillions of possibilities of thoughts. I am in an abundant universe. There are many thoughts. Therefore, there are solution thoughts. There are any kind of thoughts. I have trillions of neurons. You know, I just go as far as you have to go to absolutely feel that that's a vibration of abundance. And you begin tweaking and turning and focusing and looking for, and then you go for a walk and you put the abundance glasses on. Okay, it's like the pink glasses. You put your glasses on, literally, and you look for abundance everywhere. Wow, the clouds. Look at that. There's an abundance of shapes of clouds, an unlimited amount of shapes of clouds. Let's look at the leaves. This tree has created in its entire 30, 50 years an abundance of millions of pine needles or leaves. You see, and you begin to look for abundance. Look for it. You're going to find it. You're going to realize you're in such an abundant universe. And then you can even look at yourself. Wow, I have a roof over my head. I am abundant, more abundant than millions of people on the street right now in this world. I'm actually in a very abundant place because I have Wi-Fi, I have internet. I am one of the 1% on this planet with internet. With a machine that's worth, if you have a cell phone or a computer, you're the richest, one of the richest people on the planet right now. So I want you to feel rich. The clothes you have ever worn, the shoes you have ever bought, all of that is an incredible amount of money has passed through you and is there to you yet still. All the books you have in your library, all the pens you've ever bought. You are rich. You are rich. And we are all rich. Yes, I have an abundance of support in this group. Absolutely. Great, Angie. You have an abundance of love around you. You have an abundance of possibilities. There are millions of people out there. There are millions of people online. There are millions, actually there are hundreds of companies looking for someone like you. There are, you know that. There are thousands and thousands and millions of people who actually have been in your place before and have gone out of it, have found exactly what they wanted. And have leveraged that moment. Be grateful for everything. The dollar you have, be grateful for it. Be thankful for it. Millions of people don't have that right now. So, you see, that's the shift you will have to do. And you will have to become obsessed with abundance. And I promise you, within a week, your vibration will have changed. And you will have new ideas, new thoughts, new possibilities. And you will be at least open to all of that. And you will have new ideas pop up. solutions. All right? And in between, give your time for free. Be generous. You know, call a company that you would like to help and say, hey, can I work for you for 2 weeks for free? Or can I help here? Or whatever. Just go for it, you know. If you're inspired to do something, do it. Okay, so that was my answer to Angie today. Also, go general. That means do not go specific. Like I did, very general. There are a lot of air available to me, unlimited amount of air right now. I can breathe in and out as many times as I want. I have zero limitations. I'm completely free to breathe. I'm secure. I have enough air to live. That's wonderful. Yes. Thank you. So, all right, and report the positive things only now in this group, okay? Angie, we only want to hear your list of all the appreciation. You're very grateful. Excellent advice. Thank you. I imagine this same advice will help people in other situations too. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. All right. So let's see if there is any other questions today. I will take another one, and just make sure, I want to invite everyone to the Facebook group. Please join us. We have a Facebook group where Angie was able to post a long question so I could understand her better, and now I answered. So every day from Monday to Friday at 3 o'clock Central Time, we are doing the Instagram meeting, the family meeting of high vibration people all around the world. However, we meet, the real family reunion is on the Facebook group. And that's where we have, you know, everyone giving us like awesome photos and videos of different places in the world and gorgeous things to appreciate. And I give you tons of things in that also. And so go there, go to the link in the bio, click there. Just after the session here, just go and click. You will be receiving 2 emails, one with tons of gifts, the other one with the private Facebook group invitation. Please join us. We're such a great family and we want to have more. We want to grow. We want to make it such a beautiful place. So, the more the merrier. That's really true in our group. All right, so that was like a huge class today. I was on the road because I had this big question. Nikolai says, yes, no electricity today and no Wi-Fi. I will be watching the replay. Oh, yes, Nikolai. You see how rich you are? You have Angie, you have electricity and Wi-Fi right now. You can be the most grateful, appreciative person. Nikolai is in Greece, in Athens, and in these countries it's not always easy and the case. Sometimes even there is not a lot of water in the shower. I remember that. You begin your shower and then the water drips down. So we are so blessed. We are, most of us, so blessed, no matter what. So thanks, Nikolai. Yeah, you'll be seeing the replay. No problem. You're part of us. Hello, David. I have been stuck in that mindset. It's not fun. No, it's not fun. I absolutely agree. When it's not fun, it means that your brain, your ego mind, that is just a conditioned brain with memories and information. That part of you is your ego mind and is not thinking like your true higher mind, who you truly are. You're this unlimited being connected to source energy. You are incredibly beautiful. You are eternal. You are unlimited. You are infinite. And that's who you truly are. Now the rest is you squeezed yourself into a little body with an ego mind. And that mind has been conditioned with the realities around you in your childhood, etc. So when you don't feel good, it means that mind, that lower mind, is playing the game and is thinking thoughts of limitations. It's thinking the opposite of what I was just telling you. It's thinking in terms of lack, in terms of limitation. And that feels so bad because your higher self is telling you this is not true. This is not true. That's why it feels bad. It feels so good when you're thinking the same thing as your higher self. When you become your higher self, that's delicious. That's when you feel at the top of your life. And you think the same thoughts of unlimitedness. So it's okay. It's okay. We're learning to live in our higher self right now. That's our journey on this planet. And we are all here in this group, in this family, to do exactly that, to learn how to think like our unlimited, infinite higher self. And when we think that way, we feel that way, and we attract that way. So that's how it works. Oh, Martin is here from Australia. Welcome, welcome. Hello, we have Clay, and we have Around the Clock. Mom, hello. You joined us. Fantastic. Make sure you joined us on Facebook group now. For those who have not been here for a little while, you might not know we have a private Facebook group where it's family reunion of High Vibe Tribe. It's like rocking it. And we invite you. And for you to be invited, you need to click in the bio and fill up the form so that you can receive an email and a private invitation to join. Here we go. I want to see you. I want to accept more people. I want every day to look at the thing and say, want to join? Yes, yes, yes. I want to accept you. That's fun for all of us. We all benefit from being bigger and stronger together. So here is, I think for today, it's been a lot. I want to stay there for a while. I will see you tomorrow. That's going to be right after my hair appointment. So yeah, I'll have another haircut tomorrow. I don't know what she will cut though. I put it on automatic, but I will have less hair tomorrow. That's going to be fun. And yeah, wishing you a better, awesome, loving, exciting, empowering moment. Until tomorrow, and join us in the Facebook group. Let's help each other stay in the high vibe. And let's do the hug now. We have so I have now a new friend in LA. So I'm holding your hand in LA. We have LA here on the left. On the right, we have New York State. And then we have everything else in between. There is Canada. There is tons of people in the US. You're just holding onto my arm, okay? Everywhere you can. And then we are going from New York, Jackie, to, I don't know if there is Ireland today, but we're going to England, Ireland, all this place. We have Tina from Finland, so we definitely go to Tina in Finland. All right, so Tina, you're going through London. I know there is plenty of friends over there in England. Going up to Tina, and then Tina, we're going down to Nikolai in Greece. And we have, yes, and then from Nikolai in Greece, even though he might have lost his energy, it's okay. He's part of the, he's holding the flame, I know that. And then all over, Nikolai is holding Martin's hand in Australia, and everyone else in between. Hold on to that cycle and circle around the planet and send love, sending blessing to everyone involved here. I love you. Alabama, everywhere here, just hold on to my arm. And love and appreciation around the world, around the globe. Raising the vibration of the entire planet just by being together here today. Love you. See you soon. See you tomorrow, or see you on Facebook in a minute. Bye. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.